How's it guys, Justin here, and welcome back to another video of Justin on Cars. And today we have the beautiful VW or Volkswagen T-Cross. So this is the newer version of the T-Cross. Yes, it is the facelifted version, but what I mean new is they downgraded the T-Cross a little bit because they started at 471, almost R500,000 for the T-Cross Life. So now they just give you the T-Cross starting at 399,000 Rand. So today I'm going to show you what you get for 399,000 Rand. The T-Cross has always been one of my, I won't say favorite cars, but it's a very beautiful car. Like I don't know, it stands out a little bit. It is a little bit outdated now because it's been around for quite a while, but they updated a few things just to give it that fresher look. But yeah, for 400,000 Rand, it is a brilliant car. I absolutely love VW in general, but the question is, does this make you smile? And today we were going to go through this and we're going to find out if it really makes you smile. So starting at 400,000 Rand or 399, the T-Cross goes up all the way to 541,000 Rand for the R-Line. And then of course you need to put some spec onto the car. So you can spec this all the way up to 605,000 Rand. So is that really worth the money that you are paying? 605,000 Rand is a lot of money. I mean, even for 399, there's a lot of cars that I can think of that you can get in this price point with a lot of extra spec. But does it drive as nice? Is the boot space as nice? So there's a lot of factors that go into the value for money on the vehicle, and what you decide on why you would want to buy this vehicle. Like for me, for instance, I buy a vehicle not just always because of the tech and features, but how the vehicle drives and makes me feel. So doesn't matter what the score at the end of the day is, the 5 points will remind you of what you like to see in a car, and that is why you would want to buy the car. So if it scores very high on this, then obviously that will work better for you, but if it scores low on this and you're a tech guy, then obviously a car like this won't be for you. So you must really go through this video and see what fits or suits you best, and then you take you make your decision from there. But before we get into this car, remember to like, subscribe and share, guys. Yes, I know some of you don't like me asking to subscribe, but if I don't remind you guys, you simply don't press that subscribe button. So press that subscribe button and remember to become a member, guys. We've got a few members already. We're going to have our t-shirts handed out very soon, and let me tell you guys, they look beautiful. So keep on becoming members and stick around on the membership, because every month we will give out a freebie, a Justin on Cars freebie. So without further ado, let's jump in to the VW T-Cross. So immediately in front you can see some of the subtle changes on the T-Cross. You can see the front grille design is a little bit bigger. The lights, the shape is exactly the same, but the inside shape is a little bit different. You'll see it's got the three LED lights. LED is also standard now throughout all the derivatives. You get the T-Cross, the Life, the Style, and then the R-Line. Only from the Style upwards you will get the fog lights, but you can see there's front and rear PDC on this vehicle, and this is the stock standard T-Cross, eh? So there's quite a lot of tech that you get on here, everything that you need for everyday purposes. But yeah, we're going to go through that as soon as we go through tech and features. But the design of the vehicle looks phenomenal. Like these 16-inch wheels, it's just a beautiful car. I mean, it's a very boxy shape. It's a cross of the Polo, I would say, but it's a beautiful car. I like this roof line. It's a proper VW style, proper VW lines. You get 16-inch, 17-inch and 18-inch wheels on all the derivatives, or the different derivatives. Immediately at the back you can also see very much the same as the previous T-Cross or the pre-facelift. They did change the lights a little bit, so you can see there's like almost like a cross. If you get the IQ matrix LED lights, you'll see it really makes a proper cross over here, so saying T-Cross. LED lights all around now, even your reverse light, indicators, everything is LED. You can see the rear bumper is a little bit different as well. So yeah, there's subtle changes, but it definitely refreshed the car and it looks absolutely beautiful. 40-liter fuel tank, and let me tell you guys, they claim 5.9 liters per 100 kilometers, and I'm sitting at 7.2 driving in town only with a manual. Really not that bad. I like this style. It's very boxy, like it's very cute. It's a very, very cute car, and I love the fact that this is also standard. Your rear view wiper, no reverse camera. Reverse camera you can only spec from the Style upwards, but yeah, that's still something you really need to spec at the end of the day. Even on the R-Line you need to spec the reverse camera. PDC rear is also a standard. Let's quickly look at the back over here. So you can see there's plenty of space here at the back compared to the Polo, for instance, where you are a little bit squashed sitting at the back here. So there's definitely some extra space. We'll jump into the boot just now when we look at the comfort and practicality of the vehicle to see what difference that makes. But yeah, I mean, it's a simple design. It's beautiful. It's elegant. Just a simple design. I mean, you can't really complain about that. Look at that. You get a full digital instrument cluster, an 8-inch infotainment screen. You can see a lot of Polo in here. I like the fact that this is also soft touch. If I remember correctly, I think in the pre-facelift this was a hard touch. There was a little indent here as well. That's gone. So yeah, beautiful steering wheel. Absolutely, there's one thing that bothers me on the steering wheel, but we'll get into that a little bit later. But it's this steering wheel look just gives it a very premium class. This almost carbon look over here, or carbon fiber look, but I like the hexagon style satin black plastic over here. There's a lot of plastic in the car, but I mean, it is the base spec. Let me just put this up like that. But yeah, you'd expect this on the inside if you look at the car from the outside. Yo, today is lekker sunny again, but yeah, it's still cold here in Cape Town, but yo, Table Mountain just looks beautiful, eh? And this car looks beautiful here close to Table Mountain, driving in town. It really is a beautiful looking car. It is a really beautiful car. There's one or two things that yeah, I mean, it's a little bit outdated now for me. It's been around for ages now, so we're waiting for a new T-Cross to come out sometime soon, but it's not going to be too soon because I mean, this is the almost not even a year ago released facelift. So yeah, I don't think we're going to get one very soon, but I think because of the age and because of the other cars that's around here, it's still a cute car, still a beautiful car. But for design and style today, I am going, even with the updates, I'm going to give it a beautiful 6 out of 10. Now we're going to get to comfort and practicality. So let's pop open this boot. You can pop it open via the key. It's not an electric tailgate, but yeah, see, it's still an old style key as well. Because this is the base spec, the key obviously changes a little bit when you go to the style and you have comfort entry and all of that. But yeah, you can open it over here. Still a very beautiful solid key. I used to love these keys. Anyway, let's get into the boot. 385 liters of boot space, guys. You can push these seats flat down to get 1,281 liters of boot space. So yes, that really makes a big difference. At least you can remove this as well if you want to load some boxes. And it's not that much bigger than a Polo, but yeah, we'll see on the inside you get a little bit more space there. I like this. Check here. Now pop it open, and it stays there. I absolutely love that. You get a Mori biscuit spare wheel, and then of course all your tools are there at the bottom. Nothing really fancy here at the back. Some hooks over here, nothing really too fancy. That's what you get, a 385 liter boot. I almost said fuel tank. And this is solid, guys. Yeah, like this thing is heavy. There we go. Let's quickly have a look at the back over here. So this is also part of the comfort, I would say. Hard plastic over here, hard plastic over here. There's no soft touches at the back here. At least you do get a one-touch automatic windy winder, so as soon as you push it down, it goes down automatically. And ISOFIX is a standard, and you can see there's plenty of space here. But let's jump in quickly and see what the space is all about. Oh, there we go. Oh, at least it's easy to get in. Oh, there we go. Solid door close. Oh, I love the feel of the seat here. Let me just push this up a little bit. Oh, this is probably the softest headrest I've felt in my entire life. Like, this is literally just a cushion. Sure, if you have kids, I wonder how long that's going to last. But in any case, it does feel very comfortable at the back here. There's a lot of space here. This is my driving position. There's some space here. Okay, there is this little hump over here. You know, you see, so I can't push my foot over the edge over here. But I mean, as soon as I get it over, there is some space. But these seats they're firm, but they're comfortable. There's no oh my gosh handle over here. At least this is nice and soft, so I can squish my arm in here and keep it like that. A hook over here, ISOFIX is standard. There's no center armrest, unfortunately. And then no USBs at the back here. From the Style upwards, the Style and the R-Line, you do get USB-Cs at the back. So 2 USB-Cs at the back. And yeah, it's very exposed here. I wonder if I can lift this. What happens if I do this? Woo! I can get some extra boot space. Check here, guys. Okay, I'll show you that just now. Let's jump out. This is pretty nifty. Check here. So that helps a lot with practicality. Damn, that is cool, but yeah, no more leg room. So, T-cross, polo, T-cross, polo. That's like, okay, got my workout for the day. Jeez, like, let's jump into the front. Jumping into the front. Okay, so over here, still you get hard plastics, but at least you do get a soft touch over here. So where I rest my elbow, that really helps a lot. I think you get 6 speakers all around. Let me just double check. Yeah, I couldn't see if you get 4 speakers in this only, because like in the Polo Life you get 4 speakers and then 6 speakers upwards. But any case, I mean, yeah, the sound system is not that bad. Then on the seat over here, there is something very cool about the seat. This is also, check how soft that is, like insanely soft. You can move them up and down. Here's your recliner over here, and it even has lumbar support. Check here guys. Can you see that? Can you see how it pushes out and moves back in? That's pretty nifty. And the cup holder over here is massive. I can have a whole 1.5 liter Coca-Cola in there. And another feature is the heated mirrors. Yeah, so that is pretty cool. But let's jump in and see what the space is all about. Also very easy to get in. So for a person at 1 meter 74 centimeters, 174 centimeters, it's very easy to get in. So this is my driving position, guys. I have to say it is a very comfortable place to be seated in. I like these seats. They're firm, but they're not too firm. You do feel that softness. It's got a bit of a hug here on the side bolsters, so it does keep me nice and sturdy into my seat. And in general, yeah, it feels good. I can move my seat up and down. I've got my lumbar support over here, so there we go. Oh, that feels nice. I don't have a center armrest over here, unfortunately, and yeah, we're going to score this car today, not the R-Line, so we're going to have to give it a score appropriate to this vehicle. And yeah, I mean, this is soft touch over here, so that is pretty nice as well. Everywhere I need to touch does feel very good. Even the steering wheel, even though it's not a leather steering wheel, it does feel nice and soft as well. So I have to say, guys, it's not too bad. There's space everywhere to put your things. I mean, I can put my wallet in here, for instance, put my wallet in here. I don't know what that space is for there. I've got some funny cup holders here, probably just for a small Coca-Cola. Obviously, I do have my cubby over here, and with some extra storage compartments over here as well, and a place for my cards and my coins, which is pretty nifty. But I think for comfort and practicality, it is very practical. We're gonna be honest about that. Comfort, yeah, driving long distance, if you have to drive like 50 kilometers, for instance, you do tend to feel it sometimes. I think with this lumbar support over here, it's definitely going to make a much bigger difference. But I don't know what to do with this arm if I don't have a center armrest. I mean, I don't know. I just simply don't know. So for comfort and practicality, it's not the best. I mean, that Golf 8.5 that I drove, that was very comfortable with this R-Line seat and all of that. So they can definitely score some points there. But for this specific car, today I'm going to give it a score of 6 out of 10. Now let's jump into the tech and features. So sitting on the inside over here, I do get 2 USB-C ports over here. I get aircon, manual aircon of course, but I do get aircon nonetheless, so no dual climate zones. So I've got my start-stop button over here, and then if I want to put off my traction control, I guess I have to do that in the screen over here. I haven't tested it out yet, so let's quickly see. ESC system, see, I can activate or deactivate it over there. So you get an 8-inch infotainment screen over here. Okay. I do get a digital instrument cluster. It's not the biggest one. I'm going to switch it on so you guys can see. So this is a full digital instrument cluster. You also get this on the Style and the R-Line and the Life, but with the Style you get a little bit of a different one. But this is quite nice still. I mean, I can change my view. Look at this, to my speedometer or to my rev counter. I like that one. That's pretty cool. And then I go back over here, and then I can use these buttons over here to choose on the screen what I want to happen or have happen on that screen. So I've got my gear lever selection over there. I can have my average consumptions and consumption, no display, some settings, oil temperature. And then if I go out and I click on the right hand side over here, I can go into the same things, but just a little bit more into detail. So my driving data over here, since start, my long term, and since refueling, I can reset and do all of that. So this is pretty cool. Distance and time, my audio, so my sound, my radio, whatever the case, can also be on that side, and also my average speed. So yeah, check the average speed, but I like this one. Where is it? Driving data, because then I can see everything: my average speed, my average fuel consumption on the long term, my distance driven on my trip, and yeah, 7.2 liters per 100 kilometers. So that's very nice. I get cruise control as a standard as well. This is the thing that bothers me a little bit. Check there, it is not properly aligned. This side is, well, actually also not. On the camera you see things different than the way I see it. Now this looks aligned. Now I see, but there's a big gap there. So yeah, that will bother me a little bit. But I mean, it's not the end of the world. What else, guys? Yeah, no center armrest over here. Cup holders. I don't know what that is for over there. That is pretty funny. And then 12-volt socket over there. My manual gearbox. There's not really a lot to talk about. Oh, this is a poverty spec button, I think. I can't for the life. It says button unassigned, but I've tried everything in here to assign this button. Why can I not assign? I have no idea. And the other thing is, couldn't they just keep that straight? Couldn't they just keep it straight there? I mean, why does it have to do that? Apple CarPlay, Android Auto is wireless, so that is nice. Let's go into settings, favorites. Let's see, maybe if I press that. Interior monitoring, audio, ESC system, traffic program, Bluetooth. You see, guys, I don't know. Menu, radio, vehicle, selection, driving data, vehicle status, and some settings, parking, maneuvering, opening and closing, lights, tires, ESC system. So you do get tire pressure monitoring as well. So as soon as it goes flat, it will let you know. If I push this down, traffic program, my sound, some notifications, menu, app connect. So you do get your app connect standard on these vehicles as well, which is pretty cool. It's just a pity I never downloaded the app connect, Justin. But yeah, app connect, so VW app connect, that's pretty cool. Driver assist, you see, that looks like that button. But now if I click there, I can go into settings, and I've got a drowsiness monitor. That's fine. And that's also another standard, is the driver fatigue monitor. So that really helps you when you're driving long distance. It can let you know, hey, listen guy, you're getting a little bit tired, you need to take a break. So see there, see that little light there, guys? You see the lights there? That's the IQ Matrix LED lights. So there's app, blah blah blah, iPhone, Android Auto, car. So yeah, not really that much. One thing as well, yellow lights. Why do we have yellow lights in 2025? They could have put LEDs in there. I do get a vanity mirror over here without a light. So yeah, not really that much going on in the tech department, to be honest with you guys. So tech and features, a nice feature is the heated mirrors that you don't get in every other car. The Golf 8.5 had that. So for tech and features at this price point, yeah, I mean, for 400,000 Rand, there's a lot of cars that I can think of. C5, Tiggo 4 Pro, with a lot of tech and features. So you do get the basics, you do get what you really need every day, and there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, if you really want a good driving car, this is something that you can consider. But for tech and features today, there is none in this 400,000 Rand car. So today I'm going to give it a score of 4 out of 10. Let's quickly have a look at the engine, then we take it out for a drive, and then we will have a value for money score, and then we'll go and tally up the score and see what this vehicle is all about and if it really makes me smile. Oh yes, and at least I do get automatic headlights, but no auto wipers. VW is that side. Now let's see how easy this is. This is going to be an easy one. So you just pull this and then voila. And no hydraulic system over here. Have to look for the hole. Okay, but I kind of like this. I mean, you know it's never going to break, so you're never going to have issues over the long run. But let's have a look at this teeny tiny little engine that packs a punch. So there's not much to talk about. There's only one engine derivative, and it's this 1 liter turbocharged engine. So a 1.0 TSI 3-cylinder engine, and yeah guys, there's two options. You get this manual with 70 kilowatts and 175 newton meters of torque, and then you get the 7-speed DSG box with 85 kilowatts and 200 newton meters of torque. And they say just over 11 seconds from 0 to 100, but guys, let me tell you, it does definitely feel much quicker than that. And yeah, this is really such a nippy engine. So I think let's go and have some fun on the road and see what this is all about. Me and my white shoes on this bloody red gravel. Driving the VW T-Cross. Well, first off the bat, I have to say, it is a very pleasant drive. Like, honestly, there's just something the Germans do well, and that's making the person driving the car feel connected with the car. Like, I don't know how to explain it to you guys, but the engine delivery is very smooth. The vehicle just drives like a dream. The gear changes, this is the manual. The gear changes are very smooth. The 70 kilowatt 1 liter turbocharged engine is insanely nippy. Like, I can't explain to you, it doesn't feel like 70 kilowatts. I mean, there's cars that I've driven with 120 kilowatts that just doesn't feel the same as the 70 kilowatts. Yes, first gear is a little bit sluggish. As soon as you just put your foot down a little bit harder, then it actually goes. Third gear is a dream. Like, this car in third gear, like, I'm in second now. I mean, it gets you in front of traffic. It's not the quickest car in the world, but it's a nippy car. Like, honestly, I think with the weight of this vehicle, yes, it's a little bit bigger than the Polo, for instance, but it kind of still feels like the Polo. Like, honestly, I used to have the 1 liter TSI back in the day, and I can't say that this is slower than the Polo 1.0 TSI, honestly. And just going over the bumps here, this is not a perfectly smooth road. It's very, very easy to drive. Like, honestly, the gear changes, the way the clutch works. As soon as you release the clutch, it really feels like it starts moving and then you give some gas. So it's a very like linear sort of feel. It's very, very easy to pull away. If you stall this car, sure, then you're gonna have to go do your license again, because they make it so much easier in this car. I would have liked this to also have the 85 kilowatts like the 7-speed DSG, because with this T-Cross, the base spec, if you take the DSG, you get 85 kilowatts and 200 newton meters of torque, where this is the 70 kilowatt and 175 newtons. I think maybe because of the manual, you can choose your gear. You don't need all that power because you know what your power delivery is at any set time. And yeah, I'm going on an uphill. Your sun is in my eye. This is a very steep hill, guys. And you see, it's taking it like a dream. So when I drove the JQ J7 the other day, that 1600 engine, as soon as you get uphill, yes, it's not a bad car. It does have enough power to get you uphill, but it kind of feels like the engine is struggling. It's like it's working overtime. Not struggling, but working hard. Whereas with this, it's seamless. And I don't know how they do that. Like, honestly, the driving feel of this car is really, really very good. There's some other things like the seats, for instance. I can't get my perfect seating position, but maybe with the R-Line package, you probably will get your perfect seating position. But with this, the base spec, I mean, it's okay. I can set my steering wheel the right height and, what do you call it? I can get my steering wheel to the perfect position for my seating position, so that really helps a lot. Okay, steering is very easy, and you do feel the steering. So as soon as I move right or left, even though it's a crossover, it definitely feels very direct. Like, it doesn't swerve me around. It's very, very direct. There's really something the Germans do right with making the driver feel connected with the car. Like, with all the brands, BMW, Mercedes, VW, Audi, they really just get it right. And I mean, the way the vehicle drives so smooth, the suspension and everything, it feels like a very, very solid car. Honestly, I cannot complain about the solidness of this vehicle on the road. It really feels very, very good. If I compare this to the other brands out there, so like the Chinese brands, for instance, they give you a lot of tech, a lot of features, but they just don't give you this driving feel. Like, this car really drives, very well. I can imagine with the R-Line, with the armrest here, the beautiful seats, or the more comfortable seats, with the leather steering wheel, DSG box, I can imagine that feels amazing inside the car. Like, honestly, the car is quiet. It feels so premium-ish. Like, it feels like a very affordable premium car, like the driving feel of it, like the sturdiness of it, the quietness, the how the suspension works. Like it really feels like a almost very it feels like a cheaper Audi, for instance. It feels like, okay, cool, Audi has given me an affordable car, or VW has given, it feels like Audi has given me an affordable car at a much lower price point compared to like a Q3, for instance. And you miss out on some spec and some quality materials and some leathers and all of that, but you still get that same driving feel. And I really love that about this VW T-Cross. So yeah, can't complain about that. I'm going to quickly show you the power of this car as well, and then we're going to give it a driving feel score. And listen to this. Changing a gear down, going around a circle. You're going to go into the bend now, and then, oh, there's an M3. You're going to go around the circle. You're going to give it some beans now. Listen to the engine. How soft is that 1 liter engine? It sounds very sporty, actually. It's like, I just love that sound. I can't explain to you how cool that is. And it's light on fuel. I'm sitting at 7.2 liters per 100 kilometers, over 502 kilometers driving this vehicle. And yeah, 34 kilometers an hour average speed, because that tells you that's more in-town driving. So in-town driving, I'm getting 7.2 liters per 100 kilometers. The best I could get was 6.9, and then obviously it picked up after the week, but or during the week. But I mean, can you imagine 7.2? It's a bigger car. That really pushes up the score there for the value of money, but we will get to that just now. So let me show you the power quickly, guys. There's no driving modes in this car. You only get the driving modes from the R-Line. So I'm going to push it into third gear. You check there, it's in third gear. I'm driving 60. My speed limit is 80 here, so let's push it to 80. And we're at 80. How quick and easy was that? And check, the steering is very tight. Like, honestly, such a good car. There's no driver assistance. The only assistance that I have is what do you call it? The only driver assistances that I do have is my electronic stability control, so the car doesn't skid out. That's really all I have. So yeah, not too shabby, hey Nige. For driving feel, I have to score this car very good. I mean, I can just imagine that the R-Line or the DSG box is going to be much smoother, but the way the engine delivers the power, it really feels very good. Like, I'm very impressed with this 1 liter turbocharged engine. So yes, it's not the quickest out there, but I have more than enough power to get to my speed. I mean, here we go, third gear, it's instantaneous, and voila, I'm at my speed again. So that was from 60 to 80 again. So when I changed gear, I wasn't 80. So you can imagine, guys, it is really phenomenal. So I think for driving feel, if I had the R-Line, I'm gonna score the score compared to I'm gonna score the score on this car, the specific one. So I don't have my best comfortable position, I don't have the leather steering wheel, all of that. So, but the driving feel is very good. It is a very solid car, but I'm gonna have to score the driving feel today a beautiful 7 out of 10. And now we are on to value for money. So for 400,000 Rand, what do you guys think? Do you guys think for 400,000 Rand, this is very good value for money? Well, let me tell you my personal opinion. So for 400,000 Rand, there's some other vehicles that I can definitely think of with a lot of tech and features, a lot of space, or well, more space. And yeah, I think with a little bit better comfortability as well. The driving feel nothing really comes close to the Germans. I mean, the Germans, they just really have, the car really drives very well. Obviously it will score a little bit better on the driving feel side if it had the DSG box. I love manual. I obviously love manual, but also the way it connects and the more power, obviously it will give a better driving feel at the end of the day. And a DSG box is just beautiful. Let's just be honest about that. But so for 399,000 Rand, yeah, it depends on what you want in the car, I guess. I mean, this is a very practical car. It's not the most comfortable car. It is practical, not most comfortable. It drives very, very well. It's not the best drive in the world. Yeah, I think for tech and features, it's a little bit down there. And because almost half the price, I can get a lot more and a bigger car. Almost half the price. I'm saying half. I'm looking at about 250, almost to 300. I'm looking, you know, C5. Does it ring a bell to you guys? So for value for money, it is very good value for money. I mean, they give you a robust car, but there's a lot of plastics and some hard touch materials that kind of makes the comfort a little bit less. And yeah, there's just a few things. But anyway, for 400,000 Rand, I think the value for money, I'm going to give it a score of 5 out of 10. So yes, it is very good value, but they are losing out on a lot. And then if you're going to go and spec it to the full spec, or if you're going to take an R-Line for 540 or 514,000 Rand, you still have to spec stuff on it, like rear view camera. Why would you want to spec rear view cam if you're paying over 500,000 Rand for a car? Like seriously? Any case, and then you also get a bigger screen as well. So yeah, I don't know, even with that I might even score a little bit less, to be honest with you. But yeah, so this can go up to 605,000 Rand, guys. Yes, like then I can almost get a full spec J7. Yeah, and then you have everything. So yeah, anyway, that is my personal opinion, guys. Let me know in the comments what you think about the value for money on this car. So at least VW is a very trustworthy brand, and that's why they brought out this cheaper version. But yeah, still not the best value for money at the end of the day. So what's the verdict of the VW T-Cross? Does it make me smile? Is it a proper value for money? Yeah, so let's quickly go through it. So for drive, we gave it a 7. Then for design and style, we gave it a 6. Then for comfort and practicality, we also gave it a 6. Tech and features, we gave it a 4, and value for money, we gave it a 5. This gives us a total score of 28 out of 50. That gives us a score of 56%. So for my smile today on 56%, not the biggest smile. So, nah. It's not, guys, like I always say, it's my personal opinion. It's not a bad score, it's above 50. It's not the best score at the end of the world. I mean, it is what it is at the end of the day. Yes, unfortunately, with the Chinese brands in our country, they have been taking over the market. So some of these guys have to make some changes. Luckily, this badge has a very big loyalty or fan base in our country, so that really picks up the points for them. And it also depends on what you're going to buy the car for. Like for me, for instance, I would literally buy this car just because it drives this flippin' well. Like, I'm actually sad giving this car away or back to VW because it really drives well, and it really feels like very good quality. It feels like I'm going to drive this car for 10 years plus. And the only other thing is like your warranties and all of that. You get a 3-year 120,000 kilometer warranty and a 3-year 45,000 kilometer service plan or maintenance plan. So yeah, that's also really bringing back down that value for money. So there's a lot of things that VW can swap and change a little bit. I mean, even a Polo is very expensive, but these are very good cars. But for 56%, yeah, definitely something that you have to go and drive, feel it, and see if it suits you. So let me know what you guys think about the score, and yeah, let me know what you guys think about the VW T-Cross and where VW is going with their brand in our country. So thank you guys very much for watching this video. I hope you guys have a lucky day, and remember to become a member and just hit that subscribe button. I mean, come on guys, support a brother over here. I need a new mic very soon. This one has had better days. Anyway, have a lucky day guys, stay safe, peace.